Wars podcast. I am your host, Alberto Calderon. I thought I was muted for a second, but we are here for our second live watch along. Today we are watching Rogue One on this great Star Wars Saturday. I'm here with a bunch of friends. Let's go around. Our co-host, Oti, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. I'm in uncomfortable spaces, but hey, anything for the podcast.
There you go. Let's go around. And who's joining us? Next to Oti, who's there?
We
Hello, my
got
name is Roberto,
Roberto.
and I am an artist, Star Wars fan artist. So it's a pleasure to be here with you guys. So yeah, man, let's get this going.
Of course.
Is it Andres or is it me?
Yeah, whoever you go, Mo, you started.
Okay, well, I'm Mo. On Twitter, I'm Jin My Stardust. We make t-shirts. I'm wearing one right now. It is Rogue One theme. Our shop is Sunshine Seekers. You can find us there. Andres, this way.
And I'm Andres, one of four co-hosts of 60 Minutes. And yeah, just living the dream. Still can't get off the high of one General Merrick winning the Glup Shido of the Week poll. So
that made my whole year better, honestly.
A lot of discussion on Twitter early, and even behind the scenes, some people here wanted Merrick to win, some others wanted Sokos to win. So
I wanted Sokos to win. I'm so upset about it.
And we went from Sokos to Chopper in Ahsoka, hopefully murdering stormtroopers. So we're ready to watch Star Wars, to watch a little movie out there called Rogue One, but we'll get to that in a minute. Let's get ahead some housekeeping thing. If you're brand new joining us, thanks for joining us today. And make sure that you're subscribed to our channel, like this video, and if you're watching later, make sure to leave us a comment. Let us know what you think about Rogue One and Vader, Merrick, Krennic, all those great Imperials and characters, Radus, everyone that we get in this movie. So, and today's not just watching Rogue One. As always, we mentioned the Amidala Initiative for Equality Texas and all the great work that they're doing. We always say if you can, go ahead and donate, or at least get informed what's going on out there. Retweet, share, and down in the description of the video are the links on how to get to their GoFundMe account. And today, apart from just watching the movie, like I said, we got a little giveaway that we're doing. So, Andres, if you don't mind, can you let us know a little bit more about it?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to be doing two different types of raffles here on the stream. The first one is throughout the entire episode. There we go. We have one copy of Midnight Horizon by Daniel Jose Older, the end of High Republic Phase 1. It's a chonky one. And you can, as long as you donate $5 per entry minimum. So like if you donate $10, then you'll get 2 entries, 24, etc. etc. At the end of the stream, we'll choose a winner for that. You will just need to DM the 60 Minutes account. I'm going to have the DMs open throughout the stream and send us that receipt and let us know that that's what you're putting in for. And we'll go ahead and get you entered on that. There is an extra surprise with Midnight Horizon. I can only tell you that it's Star Wars Vision themed and it's a pin. But that's about all I can say because the other pins here, we're going to raffle throughout the show. So in order, this is pin number 1. It is the Ronin, aka Grim, Big Grumpy. It is in the black and white style, so love that. Number 2 is going to be from the Ninth Jedi. It is indeed the Ninth Jedi herself. Number 3, F from the Village Bride.
It's a cool one.
That's very cool.
Sick one. And then last one, number 4, is going to be the Village Bride herself. And then there is a 5th, but that one comes with Midnight Horizon, so you'd have to submit for that raffle. For the flash raffles, they'll only be open for about 2 minutes each, so I'll kind of post in the comments when we're going through one of them. And then in that time period, whoever donates any amount will be entered in that raffle. So it'll just be kind of spur of the moment. and so that you can pay attention. So that's what I got.
All right, thanks for a great cause, not just Star Wars, for all the trans issues going out there. A great cause started by the Amidala Helps a while back. So yeah, if you can, go ahead and donate whatever amount you can throughout the stream, and then it keeps going. So, all right, so we're almost ready to start. Before we start with Rogue One, I'm sure everyone watched the Andor trailer. Real quick, were some thoughts on the Andor trailer? How hyped you are for this show? Alti, we'll start with you.
It's sick. It was very cool. That's all I can really say. Everything that comes out about this show makes me more and more excited. I started out being like, who asked for an Andor show? And now, like, when is it coming out? And it's coming out a month after we were expecting it.
Yeah, that's the only down part was that it got pushed back for a whole month. But again, if they need more time to get everything set, we can wait a little bit. Roberto, you excited for Andor?
Yeah, yes. You know what? I watched it yesterday again, and something I noticed while watching it is how good the music is.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if I pay attention to the music, that means it's a banger. Because it's not really my thing, but it's so good. It just works to just hype up the tension of what's going on. And I say this almost every time. It's like I don't need action. I just need people talking, on both sides. And this, I hope, gives me the politics of it all. I want to see people in the trenches with the Senate and all that, and how things kind of move.
Yeah, and it looks like we're gonna get a lot of that. We saw in the trailer with Mon Mothma and everything happening in the Senate, behind the scenes. Looks very interesting. A lot of the things that we wanted, just not following Andor for 12 episodes. This is an ensemble cast, so yeah, it's called Andor, but there's gonna be a lot of other stuff. Mo, you're one of our residents. Rogue One stands out there. It's on your name. Everything out there. So,
Yes.
how excited are you for Andor? Can you wait another month or almost 2 months for that one?
I can definitely wait, especially if it's like it's going to help them, hype the show up more. They haven't been doing that a lot, which was a little bit worrisome. So if they need another month, take another month. That's fine. I'm
Yeah.
ready. I've seen that trailer so many times, and each time I catch something different. Definitely the last time was the music, Roberto. It was like, oh my God, it's so captivating. At first, it was giving a little bit of Squid Game, like that main theme. And then as just the trailer goes, it just becomes more captivating. I loved seeing Saw. I'm so excited they brought Forrest back, because his character is so key to telling this revolution story.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I know they
Yes.
got it. I know it's good.
Yeah, especially at that time period, 5 years before Rogue One, Saw Gerrera is very active. Andres, you love Krennic.
Yes.
We see him in Andor, but are you ready for Andor?
I'm ready for Andor. I would do a dishonor if I didn't mention our Roberto in 50 Minutes is also like fanatic about Andor since Rogue One. So this is like his dreams coming true. And yeah, I'm stoked for the ISB angle. Like I'm very, my big hope was like, give me West Wing and in Star Wars, like what's an Imperial Senate, because they're trying to do stuff, and like ultimately the Empire still builds the Death Star. So like whatever legislation or whatever they're trying to pass is gonna get squashed. So I'm curious to see that. But then showing the ISB and like so much emphasis on those white suits, I was like, oh yes, like yes. I don't think, like, I would love if we don't see Krennic, but if we do see a young Moff Gideon, like climbing up the ranks, and like
I just got chills.
Yeah, like he's just like an ISB officer in the background ranting about Mandalore, and like they're just like, okay,
go back to your office. We're not worried about that. All right, but we know that by the end of the second season of Andor, it's gonna go straight into Rogue One. He said it's gonna end right as the first scene of Rogue One starts, and we're here for that one. So if you guys are ready, I'm ready. Let's talk Star Wars and our Rogue One watch party. And I should say this is all because we reached 150 subscribers on YouTube. That's when I said when we reach that number, we'll do our watch party. We're up to 170 right now, trying to get to 200. And at some point, we'll figure something out. We'll watch another movie. But for now, let's watch Rogue One. So if you guys are watching out there, we're on Disney Plus doing the group watch, hitting the start stream now. So hopefully we can all sync up and just talk about this great movie as we go along. And hopefully, again, I'm in Florida, which means thunderstorms might show up at any minute. Hopefully my internet it's fine. It was going to rain earlier, but right now it's clear sky. So hopefully we can keep it that way. I'll be showing the movie from time to time. Just hopefully we don't get any copyright. It will be muted for anything out there. So as it starts, no crawl. Were you guys surprised that we didn't get the crawl? I know it was mentioned, but I was hoping for that crawl.
I still think they should do the crawls. Like, there's nothing wrong with it.
I don't know. I like this. It's very art house. Like as the first Star Wars story, it very much gave me okay, they're trying to be very deliberately like it's Star Wars, but we're not going to show you what should be Star Wars or whatever.
I liked the no crawl. I thought it set it apart, and you know, it's not a part of the trilogies. It's different.
Yeah. For some reason, I thought that not backlash, but a lot of people were kind of complaining that we didn't get one. I thought when the Blu-ray got released that maybe they add one, but no. But now I'm just used to it. It's fine.
This movie's so
I wonder
pretty.
I wonder if they're gonna keep that. Like, if it's not Skywalker, it doesn't have the crawl.
They should keep it. Like, I don't know.
They did a little thing for Solo, not a crawl, but kind of.
It was like blue text, not yellow.
I think they should have done the crawl for all of them.
But for us and everyone out there that read Catalyst, this scene here, we know why they're running, why they've been hiding from Krennic. So I'm so excited when this movie started. Catalyst being my favorite book at that point, and that's your pal saw.
Yeah. It's like a perfect lead up to like the end of Catalyst. Like they're on Lamu and almost right where it starts.
Yeah, I'm so glad that for the show, the Andor vibe, they're keeping the vibe like this.
Yeah. The kind of grittiness and
the world, the mountains, all that. It just helps with the how liveliness the scenery can be.
Yeah. I read like one of the opening shots in the trailer where they're like hiking up that mountain. That took them so long. Like it took them hours to get there just for one shot.
Yeah.
But it was worth it. It looked awesome.
Then all the backlash for the volume, because then everyone hated the volume for 2 weeks after the trailer.
You know, Star Wars fans. Never satisfied.
Now it's the worst.
Krennic putting the ship down 2 miles away.
That necklace, man. Yeah. You read Rebel Rising?
Oh yes.
I'm actually rereading it right now.
Fresh
So
paint,
if I cry a little more, it's fine, you know?
I wanted to go over both books before the show, but I don't think I'm going to do it.
Nah.
No, I thought about reading Catalyst, but I don't know.
Right now I had
favorite middle manager.
The memes.
You know, see, I would love to see Krennic and Mom Mothma have a scene together. Because these two actors would just be fantastic.
Yeah.
That would be good play. And I just love he's very trust but verify. Like, oh, your wife died? Bummer.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Such a bad actor. Oh, my condolences.
Gotta do my
bring in the
constitutional
troops.
duty as a cop.
I didn't walk 35 minutes from my ship just to walk away because your wife is dead.
Supuestamente. I also love that intro scene. I showed it to some like college students once upon a time when I was teaching some stuff. And it's like it's such a useful framing of like what the Empire really thinks they're building, and the chief engineer being like, no. I know for a fact that cannot be the words you're using for this thing.
It's a miracle.
I love their back-to-back movement too. Like, these ain't your 77 stormtroopers.
I'm sad that in the novelization she calls him an egomaniacal coward. And I'm like, I wish the novelization came out before the movie because that would have been great.
Mm-hmm.
She calls him that in this scene? Oh man.
Yeah, in this scene.
Yeah.
As she's like facing off with him. Yeah, she's never liked Krennic. She always knew that he was up to something.
Mm-hmm. One of the great things about Catalyst, and when you watch this, you know why she hates him so much and why he wants to take them back.
Anybody would be crazy to trust Krennic just by his demeanor.
Mm-hmm. So we talked a little bit during the Andor trailer about the music. And this is the first movie, Star Wars movie without John Williams. Michael Giacchino came in late, about 4 weeks. He had to compose this score. What do you guys think about it? People, I love it now. I know a lot of people when it came out didn't like it. It's kind of going up and down. What are your thoughts on the score?
I love it.
I'll talk for hours, don't.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite Star Wars scores.
I liked certain themes when I first watched it, but overall thought it was a bit okay. But with time, it's really grown on me. I think it has some fantastic like themes, and it builds on what Williams did. It takes a lot of elements from them, but it turns it into their own.
Yeah.
It's an up and down thing for me. It's like at times it's kind of like I forget about it, and at times it like really hits you really well.
I actually love the Imperial Suite. The dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun,
Mhm.
dun, dun, dun. It's so cool.
He does a good job of like interweaving with main themes, but not fully using them.
Yeah, because at the end the suite goes into the Imperial March. It's so cool.
Yeah.
There it is.
And like even this is like it's sort of like
beautiful.
the Star Wars fanfare.
Yeah,
but
it's almost
not
like the main
quite.
theme. It's like it's trying to be, but it's not quite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For me, the score is very like it's very tense. Like notes hang a lot. Or,
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
they're just very kind of on the sharper end. So
Very
like,
urgent.
yeah.
It
Also, she
grew on me.
looked at Leia so much in that first shot.
Mhm.
Like, ugh.
So real quick again, let's say hi to our friend Connor. He's here. He's watching Rebels. Very important.
Sup,
He's on
Connor?
his way. He'll be in and out.
Connor.
And then
Oh,
Juan
that's my friend.
Meirelles saying hi to Mo and her yerba mate. So thank you guys for joining us today.
Wait, you have your mamata? Awesome.
Yeah,
Say hi,
my
Jojo.
friend's from Paraguay. So he introduced me to yerba mate, and it's delicious. I drink it all the time.
I've always wanted to have yerba mate, but never have.
I'll send you the link. I got a website, dude.
Oh,
Gotta
do
connect.
it.
I will.
I'll definitely try it out.
Yerba Squad.
I have no
Hey.
idea what that is. I'm
Hey.
sorry.
It's like tea.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's tea, yeah.
Yellow can.
But it's like from
Oh, but not like the can, no.
no, because it comes from like the Andean regions. So like
It has like a
Mm.
dope cup and a dope straw.
Maybe I'm
And
thinking-
that's the only reason I want
That's
it.
why I just want to cough.
You look fancy.
always for the swag, huh?
Right, so this is it. This is why the Andor
boy.
show we needed, because everything
The
I
show's
did
good.
for the rebellion.
The show's gonna end here, right? Like
Yeah.
we're like
Yeah, the
1,000%
second season
sure.
will end here probably.
Oh my god! If the last shot is him like on the ring of Kafrine and getting off his ship, and then like fade to black, I'm just
I
gonna
need to
pass out.
see-
Like,
Need to see Ring of Kafrine again. I don't know why they don't use it more than they should use it more.
They should.
It's a,
yeah, has it even been in like a
such a cool
comic?
port. I don't think so.
I don't know if we've seen it elsewhere.
Mm-mm.
What weapon? Everyone thought that was Pablo Hidalgo for about 20 minutes when they were watching the movie.
I thought that was
Kind of
Pablo.
looks like him.
T-Vic.
Oh my god. He had good intel though.
Yeah.
Good guy.
He'll be in
Yeah,
Andor, so
Pablo.
hopefully we'll see how he gets inside.
My
My
gloves.
gloves. These stormtroopers can be duped by the stupidest thing. Oh, I dropped my gloves. There's no gloves on the floor.
I love that he's waiting. He's like, oh, so my friends just got shot. Okay, I'll hold.
Yeah. Which unfortunately we see, and it's what some cops do out there instead of going to help.
Yeah.
Speaking of Andor being very similar to the Trumpian world,
Yeah.
just in the interview, I was like, oh yes, right into my veins.
Yeah. What a great planet. There's a lot of world building in this movie. Jeddah now is everywhere. It's one of
High
those.
Republic Phase
It's
2.
in the High Republic.
Yes.
That's so yes.
But I love how much of it is just like visual storytelling.
Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
Yeah.
they don't really go
Mhm.
like, well, the Jedi used to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You feel it. You know that
Two
they started
tubes.
there.
Which two tubes are we seeing? Everyone has their. Well, it has the pack on the front. It doesn't. It's just two tubes. Don't worry too much about it.
It's one of the two tubes.
So we have to see Brody in season 2 of Andor, right?
I
It's
hope
like-
so. I hope we see him
That'd
and
be cool.
Galen. You know, kind of meet up.
Mhm.
Ooh, that
Oh,
would be a
that-
fun
that'll be-
subplot.
Yes. The pilot. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Also, Riz Ahmed is just such a great actor. Like, bring him back.
Yes.
Mhm.
I mean, for me, apart from this being the most diverse Star Wars movie, it's the best acted. At least for me, everyone brought their A game. Nobody dropped the ball. I love every one of these characters. What they brought to the table was.
I
Absolutely.
think this and The Last Jedi are like some of the best acting we've seen.
I think Last Jedi is the best anything.
Thank you.
It is great. It's awesome.
It's okay.
Punch
You
you.
have to watch it in the audio only format. Give it a chance.
Oh,
to
whoa,
really
whoa,
Oh,
they
that's
have it.
And it
crazy.
was so good.
just as a piece of art.
Yeah,
Like,
That's not on Disney Plus, man. That needs to be on Disney Plus.
Is
it is. I think.
it
it
is.
They added it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
you have to, I think you have to go into like
Thank you.
bonus or
Yeah, you have to go into the bonus features.
Mhm.
Because first, I don't know if you guys remember, like Last Jedi was not on Disney Plus, and
That's so
you could
weird.
only watch that version. I think it was for like a week or so.
wow.
Yeah, and Dude Bros went like, "It's happening! It's happening!"
They're resetting the canon timeline. Oh, this guy just wants to be free.
Come on. Probably
It's like,
there for
I could
minor
be-
charges.
I could be Leanna Halleck. You don't want to try?
Well,
This is one of the best line deliveries ever.
K2,
That sounds like
man.
his pop-up ad voice. Like, you know, back in the early AIM days, you go on a website and like, you're the 2 millionth visitor. And you're like, oh, yeah. About to get this iPad.
And then we just have notes to the original score right there.
We see a little droid.
Gotta be ready for Chopper when he comes in later.
I will say, like, seeing all of this in the theater just made me feel like a little kid again. Like,
Yeah.
oh, the props,
Like,
the map, the map thing. I don't get.
The lights.
Raiders.
I just love that they're also showing the communications team already, because this movie is like very nerdy about like tactics and whatnot, and like they're already planting the seed of like, hey, this is what the base does when it's not fighting the Death Star and stuff. Like they're just scanning communications and making decisions.
Oh, there is.
Yeah, they're falling in love right there already.
That's literally the shot. Like,
Mon Mothma, Jennifer Riley has to be so happy. She was cut out of Rogue One, episode 3, then brought in for Rogue One, and now second billing basically for the Andor show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
she
looks so
just
great.
keeps looking. She just keeps looking better. She's phenomenal.
Eric.
She looks like Molly Damon more every day.
The aspiration is there.
She's her stunt double.
Molly's actually playing Mothma. We just don't know it yet.
That's gonna be her tweet thread when the season ends, and be like, "All right, everyone."
Yeah, like all the
That was
other
me. It
fans.
was me.
Yeah, everyone else I got to go to the Kenobi set, so she went a couple steps higher.
I do love this aside of like the only reason they need Jin is because Saw Gerrera has been murdering rebel pilots and spies that like show up on Jeddah to be like, "Hey, we think we have some intel."
I hope we get to see like how Saw got to like such an unhinged part of his life, where he's like so untrusting, very violent. Like we don't get a lot of nuance with him, so I hope we see that.
Yeah.
I really want that scene with Andor, Mothma, Saw Gerrera, and Enfys Nest sitting on a table and being like, "Yo, what up?"
Yeah. She needs to be there. She was there a couple of years before, giving the coaxium.
I just want more Aaron Kelly, man.
I know.
Mm-hmm. Look at Mon Mothma believing in the Senate. So Joe Biden of her. I love this. She's like, look, just
Look who's
bring him
there.
in. He'll give a speech and everything will be solved.
It's like,
I'll
oh,
reach
at
across
this
the
point-
aisle and everything will be solved.
hand them a Pepsi.
At this point, she knows she's like by herself. Like nobody else is like coming to her defense. So, but she
Oh, the
still
ghost.
keeps up that.
Oh, the
thread.
ghost was there. I love that U-wing. I wish people
They
got
are
behind
cool.
the U-wing. I just
The
love
U-wings
that
are
design with the wings going back.
I love that shot.
The Talpini shooting, like, ah!
He's so proud of himself for being reprogrammed.
He loves that.
It's like
It's his
no
favorite
longer a
fun
cop.
Like when you go around the classroom and they're like, say a fun fact about yourself. It's like, I'm a reprogrammed Imperial droid.
Imagine having the job as Lucasfilm of coming up with the next droid for the next movie. It has to hit. Droids are everyone's looking for the next droid. And if you make a mistake, it's like that's your job right there. You gotta make sure that droid hits. Even Lola. Oh, that's a little flying beetle. Everyone loves Lola. You gotta. Is there a droid school they go to design?
But they seem to knock it out of the park. Even the yellow droid, I forgot his name.
Ned B.
Oh.
Ned B. Yes.
What a guy.
Rest in
And now
peace.
that trash can droid emo that everyone's just like
Yeah,
B2.
What a name.
Too emo.
B2 emo.
Love that.
B2 emo.
Not be emo, be
No,
too
no.
emo.
Yeah, but they've been so successful. Like BB-8 was a freaking home run. Like
Yeah.
it's incredible.
The
And
way he pets him.
and then they did Dio, then BD1. That's
Bangers.
they've been killing it in that
Yeah.
department.
Then this whole scene, the first time between Jin and Cassian, is so great. Everything about trust going both ways, not having the weapon that K2, of course, will come into play later. The odds of using it against him. It's very high. So now they're going back and forth about K2 being at least on season 2 of Andor. He has to be there also, right?
Yeah, I think there was like a con that's been going on recently, and they pretty much confirmed like he'll be in season 2, and like they're like, we know you guys want him, we're gonna do it.
I think he's gonna be in season 1, but not as how we know him now.
I
yeah,
think
maybe.
Oh,
I think that'll
Like
be
the
one of the
Imperial
last
version.
scenes.
Because I think season 1 is 1 year of his life.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then the next season is like every 3 episodes is a year.
nice. So Guerrera, man, I see now top of the list of appearing in every Star Wars anything that's out there. I think it's top of the list right now.
Yeah, I love that we're getting to see so much Saw.
Mhm.
He deserves it.
Yeah, Forrest Whitaker. I love Forrest Whitaker, man. I love what he did with the character. I know there was some complaints about the way he portrayed him, but I love actors that kind of, give us all and not just play it safe. And Forrest Whitaker did, gave us something really good.
Yeah. All right, guys. If you're watching now, you're in the chat. You can see there. First raffle is up. So you donate, send that receipt to the 60 minutes. I believe this is does it at 60
That's the
minutes?
one.
All right, send it there. And the link for the Amidala Initiative is in the description of the video. So you can find everything down there.
Here comes
I
the
also
boy.
love Saw's his respirator being so close to Vader's, and they both have like, they were trained by each other. Like Anakin trained him.
Or gullet.
We'll know the
Oh,
truth.
that's
Mo got it.
I'm having a hard time not quoting everything. Really.
that's fine.
Bodhi
That
Rook.
people, yeah,
Bodhi
that way
Rook
people know where
yelled,
we're at.
He yelled Galen Erso's name the same way that someone yells like the DJ's name trying to get into VIP. Be like, no, I know him. I'm with the
I'm on the
band.
list. I'm on the list.
I love
Our
this
friend
scene.
Amy Guerra is on the chat.
Amy.
Amy!
There you go. A
Mm.
little late finishing dinner. Has a message for Andreas. They were going back and forth on Twitter earlier about pizza toppings.
Damn, that pizza sounds good.
Dang, she's holding out on us.
Nice. You're just missing a pineapple, but that's fine.
Pineapple, yes.
Pineapple pizza.
No.
And I will send you a picture later,
Yes.
Amy.
You know what? I tried it the other day. It was pretty good. I thought I wasn't gonna like it.
I'm afraid to try it for that same reason. But we gotta take a couple of minutes to talk about Tarkin here. I thought
Yes,
we're just gonna
please.
get a reflection on the mirror, but we get a full character here. I know they've gone to another level now with all the CGI and deepfakes and all that, but gotta give it up for Tarkin.
This
That
was
was
like
great.
cutting edge at the time.
Yeah.
I remember sitting in the theater and I was like, did they what?
Yeah, he's
Exactly.
dead.
Like Peter Cushing died.
I remember telling my dad, like, oh my god, the technology was incredible. And he's like, no, they just got an actor that was identical to him. I was like, no, they didn't.
Yeah,
And it still looks
I
good.
told my wife.
I'm sorry.
I'm actually very happy Tarkin is in the movie. Like, I don't care. Like,
Yeah.
if it
It
breaks
makes
your
sense.
It makes
yeah,
sense.
Yeah,
if it breaks
I
the
mean-
uncanny valley, that's fine. We all know
Nah,
why he's not
yeah.
really there. But I love it.
That shot. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll get more Tarkin in Andor?
Of course. I
Hopefully.
thought we're getting him on the trailer. I think Tarkin and Krennic have to be there. Maybe season 2. But
I'm not convinced
Ooh.
with Krennic. I love it if he's there, but Tarkin I think is a must.
I don't know. With that spending that money on the CGI, I would love to, but
You may fire when ready.
then that scene on Coruscant, straight out of Catalyst.
Yep.
Another reason why that book was so high on my list before.
Ah, and it was all a dream. Ah, I would kill for those views from space.
Call Jeff Bezos or something. I'll take you.
He'll never take me.
Just go to the house, Ian, and pay $5,000. You can see
Yeah.
a screen that looks like space. And
He's like, I could take you, but can I exploit you while you're up there?
yeah.
Yeah. He's like, oh,
Speaking of great shots.
This is one of my favorite shots.
Again, it's such a pretty movie.
Yeah.
just looks. They just landed in Utah, like opening that arch.
Basically.
And the first time seeing Star Destroyers in orbit, I mean, in atmospheres,
The scale
covering the
of
whole
it
city.
looks huge.
Again, Saw Gerrera has been causing enough trouble that the Empire is like, we're just gonna park a Star Destroyer on top of this
Leave it
city."
here.
Oh man.
I wonder how many Star Destroyers they had to go through. Like, did he start attacking the Star Destroyers?
I can blend in. Drops the pack.
Perfect.
Like, does she come back and bring her pack again, or does he pick it up again?
He kicks it all the way there.
He's so petty, he probably left it there.
Yeah. Boy, Gullet.
Did any of you take issue with this kaiju?
No, I just
Maybe
it reminded me
never
too much of an
cared.
octopus as someone who eats ceviche like pretty consistently.
Like tasty to some lemon.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not terrified. I'm actually like, do you have hot water nearby? I will fight him to the death.
I love this scene because it's a weird creature in Star Wars that can read your thoughts. Like this is
Yeah.
the coolest thing ever.
Exactly. It's just weird.
Yeah, it reminded me of the Rathars because it just was so close after Force Awakens. So another weird circular
Yeah.
tentacle creature.
Mm.
But yeah,
And it's
creature
kind
that
of
can
like
just read
the-
your mind.
That I also didn't care for.
And it's also like the inverse of like the Empire using probe droids to get
Mm.
stuff out of folks. They
Yeah.
just don't have access to a probe droid, so Borg Gullet. I also love this scene when they're showing all the different things and the calamari. I see you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because yeah, in the lead up, they were like, "Oh yeah, Jedda's like a kind of mecca kind of place."
Mhm.
So that scene just showing so many
Yeah.
different pockets of people.
Yeah. I like the outfits of the pilgrims too. Like the red.
Mm.
Just looks so cool.
Oh, probe droid back
Or
there.
droid.
Not doing his job clearly. Like they're right there.
Just running away. He knows Saw is around. So I gotta get out of here.
Cassian's walking around in the biggest parka jacket.
In the middle
like-
of summer.
Isn't it 100 degrees? Like, what are you doing?
I love this character introduction.
One of the things that I love about Rogue One, and when I was watching it in theater, is how unexpected the story was. There's always twists and turns, new characters being revealed that just took it in a different direction.
Yeah. With so many characters in the cast that had speaking parts and important things to play, everyone had a chance to go through their story. That by the end we're crying for everyone, not just for one character.
Yeah.
Stop chit-chatting. We got stuff to do. One of those quotes. I live forever.
Yep.
Just little jesters in Jeddah. So apparently the stormtrooper that is on top of the tank is an actual U.S. Army tank operator.
Really?
And they brought him on to consult on like how they would actually navigate through a city like Jeddah. And at the end, we're just like, screw it. Can you just wear the armor? And like, like the tank's gonna go where it's gonna go anyways. But just like do the thing.
We're really gonna hold this. We're gonna sell this whole Empire feel if you just do it yourself.
Yeah. I was like, did you know that the stormtroopers are based off you? Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
Chaos.
Talpini.
That's Warwick Davis, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that is. He plays two characters.
He always be getting roles.
The first
Is there
big
a
action
movie?
scene.
There hasn't been a Star Wars movie he hasn't been in.
No.
The first two.
Not since Return of the Jedi, because that was where he started with the Ewoks and.
I think he was been in every single one.
Yeah.
Because in episode 1, he's Weasel on the pod racing. I forget who he is in episode 2. I can't remember the prequel ones off the top of my head. But I remember I saw a picture and it was like every single episode and standalone movie he's in.
Must be nice.
Uh-oh.
All those royalty checks.
I know, right?
Ooh, just not shot
He
on a
almost expects
stormtrooper.
it. He's like, "Oh, new Star Wars movie? I'll be in it."
No, do they sell Jyn
No,
Erso's gun anywhere?
If you have built a lightsaber at Galaxy's Edge, they have those crates, and that's where they pull kyber crystals out of for the lightsaber.
Yep.
And when I saw that, I like teared up. So I was like, "Oh my god!" It's
Dude, I
from the
cried during
movie!"
that. I cried during that whole experience.
I
much.
didn't cry, but I teared up like big time.
When
Ugh,
they
it's-
play the Force theme, like as you first ignite your saber, I was done.
It's for me, it's the best.
There's
thing
like
to
children
do.
next to me, like, why is she crying?
For me, that's
like,
the
you don't know
best
how much
experience in the
overtime I
park.
took for this.
Yeah, I've been in this fight since I was 6 years old. You don't understand.
Suddenly, this is real for you, okay?
So like some kid just trying to enjoy his vacation at Disneyland.
Yeah, I've been playing for Twigs longer than you've been alive.
Huh. K2, man. It's not wrong.
Oh.
Crash X-Wing.
Active investigation.
We know.
Diego he's trying not to laugh so
Yeah.
hard.
Thank you very much. What we all were waiting for when
Oh,
he was cast in the movie, we knew we were getting something.
yeah. I love how everyone else also just like leaves him alone. Like no one's trying to stop him. They're like,
They already know what he's about to do.
yeah,
He's like,
like it's on them.
I love that you can hear the sand.
Such a tease.
Stop
Also, the
shooting.
one time the stormtrooper has great aim
That
is when it's
one
their
shot.
buddy.
He got shot like 8 times.
He didn't miss any class. He went through all the training and he shot up at the same his friend.
Here comes his husband. To save the day.
I love the sound that that weapon makes. We start shooting it.
That's a cool gun.
Yeah, that repeater blaster is murder right there.
You know, this scene is really written like almost like a sitcom because the stormtroopers were waiting for Chirrut to like wreck their friends, and then in the background, Saw's team was waiting for all of this to finish and be like, "Oh my god, it is her."
It's almost like in Return of the Jedi, they plan to rescue Han. It's everyone has to wait for the perfect moment to come in to execute
Yeah.
their part.
Yeah, I heard if you say Saw Gerrera's name 3 times in a mirror, your house blows up. So
Yeah.
he doesn't even
Parts
show up;
just
it
start
just blows up.
infiltrating.
Dun dun dun.
What if that was like a new employee and was like, who the hell is a Galen Erso?
What?
Who?
But there's one partisan that's like, oh, that was that little girl that was running around here like years ago.
Yeah, not a single person's like, "Oh, all grown up."
Yes.
Yeah. So a pretty good one, Observer Dude. If you haven't watched it, you can watch it now with us or you can watch it later. But yeah, it's a pretty good one. So what I found for Rogue One, for some people that are not diehard Star Wars fan, Rogue One is their movie. Like my wife likes Star Wars, but I think of all the movies, Rogue One is her favorite.
Interesting. My
Yeah.
wife is the exact opposite. Last Jedi is her favorite. She
Yeah.
confused. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm going to say this on air, but I did promise her I would. She confused Rogue One with Ratatouille, or I'm sorry, with Guardians of the Galaxy, and was like, "Yeah, Rogue One, where the blind guy talks to the raccoon before he has to flip the master switch." And I was like, "What?" Like,
Wow.
just replaced an entire
Oh my
character
God.
with Rocket, and she's like, "Yeah, the
Is
raccoon
that her
talks."
multiverse of madness?
Yeah.
I do want to see
Man,
that
not
movie
even-
now, though.
Yeah. It's a whole different franchise, not a different movie. Because I understand people say, where does this fall in Star Wars? Where's Rey and all that stuff? No, Guardians, where's the raccoon?
Yeah, where's
Roy showing
And
up.
Where's
that's Ray's
Groot?
mother.
I remember
Gamora?
people seeing Rogue One and being like, why did they recast Rey? I'm like,
There was like a bunch of theories too that like Jin was Rey's mom.
Mhm.
yeah.
Nope. Not even close.
Simpler
I-
times.
yeah.
Who's
Yeah.
Rey's mom?
Getting to the end of that movie in theaters and being like, "Oh, that theory's wrong.
Mm.
Wrong o'clock."
That was
Well,
wrong.
he has the kyber crystal. It makes. And like, nope.
They're like, so I just led thousands of people astray.
If Star
That's-
Wars, if Disney Plus made like a short that's just Chirrut like spitting out these little like one-offs as he meditates, I'd watch that show. Like I'd watch 10
Seriously.
episodes of
100%.
that if they're
Yeah,
like 3 minutes
seriously.
each.
Him and Yoda just throwing metaphors and
Yeah.
tidbits.
Just cryptic knowledge everywhere.
Mhm. Because that was a big jab to throw right there to someone that you just met. You carry your own prison with you.
Like, man, how'd you know?
You almost killed me.
I love Saw Gerrera.
Same.
You were fine. You had a blaster.
You had a gun, you had a knife. I know you know how to use it.
He's literally the
You beat
meme
up
of-
everybody in the cadre. I know you're the best.
He's literally the meme of, but did you die?
Yeah. I wonder when Saul thinks of Jin. Like as he's blowing something, I was like, Jin would have loved this. Explosives were like her thing.
Probably a lot.
Blows up a school bus. Jin would have loved to be here.
Jin used to do that for me.
Jin would have loved the glow of the fire.
When he needs to get like fake scan docs, he's like,
Mm.
Jin used to make
Yeah.
these.
Tear.
And I love Forrest Whitaker's performance in this movie. He just sells it.
He
This
kills it.
Yeah.
deranged that person's been in the war for so long. Everything is a conspiracy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, he perfectly sells the paranoia and
Mhm.
just
Yeah.
insane person.
Also
that is.
thinking of what he's gone through even in Rebels, like to see what happened to Mustafar, like or to Geonosis and everything, and,
Yeah.
like when they were building the Death Star back then, like he's just
Mhm.
I'm sure he's connected some dots and thinks Anakin and Vader might be well, like he knows too much.
Mm.
Because
Yeah, I love that he's a character that wasn't saved. His whole life was consumed with this war, and at the end, it
Mhm.
just took him.
I love her comeback.
It's a great line.
Mhm.
That's literally how she's been living her life for the past 5 years. Just like head down, trying to get by.
That's like how most
And
people have
finally-
been living the past 5 to 10
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
I can't see anything. Fascism. Oh, not
Like,
here.
whoa. I got my shift I gotta worry about.
Yep.
Why are they whispering to each other?
Oh man, that rivalry is so petty for both of them.
I love it.
So good.
You can
One of
also
them-
tell Krennic has not done corporate politics for long because he's like, I'm ready to blow up a planet. And Tarkin's like, whoa.
The
The
difference is that
Emperor
one
would
of
not like that.
the difference is like one of them is pathetic and the other one is Tarkin.
He's like, just go, fire. I don't.
Ah,
Yeah, he's like, I can't believe you have to tell me. I thought that's why we hired you. And Tarkin's like, no. This is your cool moment, dude.
Oh, we're about to get the Ruin Johnson cameo.
Ugh, that guy ruined the movie.
how dare he?
But I feel Krennic when he said, "Oh, I thought the Emperor and Vader should be here." I've been in that position as a mid supervisor, and then your boss doesn't show up for your big presentation. Really, you made me do all this, and you're not even here.
You were CC'd on all the emails.
I'm the pilot.
Bodhi's just happy he remembered something. He's not floating through limbo anymore.
Oh yes, that
I love
primary
that. I
ignition.
love those helmets.
Yep.
Ah, the message.
We're about to cry.
Whew.
Stop.
The music.
Yeah.
He's delivering every line, man.
Yeah.
And the scene is sequenced so well. Like,
Mm-hmm.
And look
It's
at
perfect.
he's just smiling. They're so proud. While
He's like, they have no idea.
I'm gonna get a gold star.
I love Felicity Jones acting, like in response to it.
Phenomenal.
It's a person she hasn't seen telling a very
she's,
vulnerable moment.
And like almost all her life, like she's hated Galen because she's thought that he left her. He's working for the Empire.
Mhm.
And in this moment, she's like, oh, none of that was true.
Yeah, I wish we would have
Yep.
seen that in the movie, or a little bit more of that.
there he is.
There's Ruin Johnson.
Oh, what a shot!
Still no guardrails. Come on, y'all.
So to what Roberto was saying, like my biggest complaint of the movie is that the movie is made so much better by the books that I usually feel like the movie doesn't do enough with the characters. And Felicity Jones is giving a great performance, but as Roberto said, they don't do the work to make you like connect everything to what's actually going on with her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, unfortunately, I agree.
I love how he can open the prison cell with like a bobby pin or something. It's like, yeah, it's pretty easy to get out actually.
Why'd you do it earlier, man? When the planet's not exploding.
Because the scene needed to happen.
Yeah. I'll get the pilot.
Oh yeah, your boy's back.
We'll do a little spinny spin. So,
Yeah. Even with the base falling down around them, the paranoia of just like get the tape.
The flash drive, get it.
Save the dream.
Go.
Save the dream.
Oh man. Everyone just, it's my first day in Sauce Cadra. Oh my.
Jesus.
Well, you're running towards it.
I love the blocking of this too, because like the Empire, it's even with all the officers, right? It's a very like white background, and they're like in a conference room, just like chilling. It could be a Zoom meeting for all we know. And like every time it cuts back to Jeddah, it focuses on all of like brown voices and brown skin and just staring
Yeah.
at utter destruction.
And like mainly Bodhi, Galen, and Bodhi, Sherrod, and Baze, and they're all from Jeddah. Like this is literally their home planet being destroyed before their eyes.
Oh man.
I would be vomiting. Like
Yeah,
once we got on the ship.
in the compartment.
Yeah, I'm like,
Dude,
oh,
I
now
could
it's the
not
pilot's
survive
fault.
a Star War. I probably would.
No.
We'd get into space, and I'd be like, "Where's the Dramamine? This is not gonna work."
I also love that Saw goes out like a legend. He's like, I don't even need
The
the air
king.
pump for this.
Like the king he is.
Yeah, I know some people say he couldn't make it. He's hobbling on one leg. He wasn't gonna make
He
it.
literally said, he's like, I won't run anymore. It's like, you can't run.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. Option.
Stop, sit down.
Won't or can't.
Oh man, I was really claustrophobic during this scene in the theater for the first time.
Oh yeah.
You know they're gonna make it, but still. Devastation.
And yeah, even here, like you have the explosion, and like the last little rock that you see floating up still is nowhere near the Death Star.
Yeah. And now gotta be smug about it.
Yeah, Director Krennic proves that he's not a good group project in this scene.
The lighting. Oh,
Line.
Mhm.
Just the way he looks over his shoulder. He knows that's his good side.
What?
Tarkin just gave himself a promotion. Like right in front of everyone's like, it's me.
That's achievement. Just throwing everything at him.
and
His
he
most
held that
proudest-
information.
Yeah.
He held that information just to play it at the right time.
I love this crazy like Warhawk. He's like a few more military operations away from becoming Saw Gerrera.
Yeah.
for sure.
Quick reminder, if you're watching this now, we're doing the raffle for the Amidala Initiative, so make sure if you donate to it, take a picture, screenshot, whatever, send it to the Safety Minute, DM it, and then we'll see how it goes.
Yes. Look at Bodhi Rook meeting the whole family today.
They should have been best friends.
So I haven't read Catalyst, but do we see or do they go into Brody and Galen's relationship?
No.
Catalyst is like mainly Clone Wars era, so it's before. And no Bodhi, but you do get more. It's mainly Galen and Krennic. That's where you get the most of, which is fun.
Because I want to see that relationship. Because he says that he believes in me, and I was like, well, what was Brody? He's like, was he broken?
No. I don't think we get Bodhi in like any of the Rogue One media. So this is their opportunity to give us more.
I'm sure we can find it on LimeWire.
You didn't click save. You gotta click save. But it's like I have my mind wiped, but tentacle beast. I don't even see the message.
He's like, dude, I don't even know how I got on this shit.
Yeah. Where are we? Who are you?
My boss actually just sent me an email about that. I can't.
We'll find him. We'll find him.
Meanwhile, I love how everyone's like cleaning their rifles, and Galen's or Director Krennic is just like vibing, like being needy. It's like my best friend. I thought he wanted to do the murder thing with me.
I already killed your wife. Like, I thought we were good. Like, you don't have any other ties. You're just supposed to be for me.
And bygones be bygones. That was 20 years ago.
This is the way. I understand.
I understand.
And again, no one in the Empire notices a flaming, like, little fireball coming down.
And the airbags in that U-wing have to be good for everyone to survive that crash.
I love that that's just next move for him.
This whole scene, Shira's just like, this boy is lying.
Thank you, K2.
Oh, did everyone heard that?
I love Cassian's anger. It's like you can feel that he kind of doesn't want to do it, but he has to.
Yeah.
He's trying to convince himself this must be done.
Captain Andor.
Andor. Come on, how they say on the trailer.
Cassian
Cassian Andor.
He's the Han Solo of this movie.
Cassian Andor.
Bodhi Rook is so helpful, and he's not trying to be.
He's never come this way where he knows the perfect vantage point.
He could probably see it from the break room.
They get breaks? The Empire gives you breaks?
Oh, yeah. I heard you also get dental.
Ooh, oh, that's better than mine. We
That's
get
the
vision. I
least
might
they
have
can
to
do.
change. With ponchos, because ponchos are making a comeback in Star Wars. We gotta talk about the ponchos.
Oh, yeah. Poncho Gang.
A character always looks their best in a poncho. This romantic scene.
I have you.
Mm.
And he's like,
God
oh,
damn it. You're right.
fine.
That's every husband when their partner wants to go shopping. And like, you're just gonna drive by yourself, and like, why? I have you.
It's basically like Luke, like, I'm not gonna help. Yes, I am.
Okay.
Fine, I'll help.
Yeah.
Now tell me that Rebellion doesn't have a picture of Galen Erso to know who he is. They have to hope that they can point him out of 20 people in the middle of the rain.
Yeah. Also, shout out to those binoculars. They got to be incredible.
Yeah. I can imagine him being like, okay, ready to take the shot. Wait, which one is Galen Erso?
Huh. I'm here. I'm looking.
I love that everywhere that Randy goes, he has his 6 death troopers with him.
Yeah.
I mean, Jim must be freaking quick, man.
Yeah.
He's covering a lot of ground.
Incredible resistance. Does hit videos when she was in the Imperial work camps.
Mhm.
She was doing insanity.
She's parkouring up there.
Yeah, man, that's a lot of upper body workout to get up those stairs. He's like, oops. Everyone else like, what?
What if everyone else was actually like an Imperial loyalist, and they're just like, I would never. Like, they're just staring at each other.
How could you even think that?
Like, praise be to Sheev. Why would we?
Sheev.
I love that. Praise be to she.
You know I love Sheev. How could you say that?
He has a tattoo. Like,
Galen's like, wait, we weren't supposed to send messages to the rebellion?
It wasn't in the rule book, and I watched Air Bud, so that means,
I did
like,
I did not sign a non-disclosure agreement.
I love Andor slowly realizing that he's like, man, Urso might be the good guy.
Yeah, in the book, it's like he looks through the scope and he sees Galen and he sees his daughter's eyes. He just thinks of Jin, so he can't do it.
No. Slap.
A smack for your friends. I love that even though Krennic's in trouble, he still takes a moment to gloat.
He has to.
He's like, I'm actually here to
Can't
punish
help
you.
it.
But before I get there,
He's like, Jeddah, your friends. Dead.
Too late.
I love that outfit for Jin. The
The
goggles.
Edu. It's the poncho, dude.
Yeah, the poncho.
that should be like on the Urso crest. You'll never win.
They can still stop. They haven't shot one time. They can still stop.
They can't risk that transmission that deep in Imperial territory.
Yeah, because no one knows they're there.
Yeah.
10 X-Men just showed up. We can risk the transmission.
Again, nerdy tactical film, and it makes no effort to hide it. Like Krennic's in commander mode.
Boom. Then Jean seeing her dad for the first time officially
Yeah.
at 15 years.
Oh, poor guy. Yeah. An actual starfighter fight is happening around you, and you're like helping your friend move into their new car.
Hey, I crashed my car.
Yeah. Also, was this around the era that Star Wars Squadrons had like either been announced or had been out? Because I
don't
love seeing
know.
all these little dog fights and
No,
Just
Squadrons came out like 2 years ago, I think.
oh yeah, it was a 2020 thing. Those were the days.
Yeah.
We had Battlefront 1 by this point.
I wonder how Krennic felt, because he definitely had some issues with Galen Erso, but he wasn't the one who got to kill him.
Yeah.
No.
And it didn't look like he was actually going to go that far. Like he slapped him and was gloating, but he killed the other engineers.
I think he was hoping that in the end he would win. So that way Galen has to live in a world where the weapon is still operational. I won, you lost.
Yeah.
Stardust.
And they play your father would be proud.
That's a banger.
So much to tell you. Dies.
Yeah.
Man, I love
Why
that
were
he doesn't,
you? No, go. I was
that
gonna
he
say,
doesn't
Joe.
care about the war. He doesn't care about the message at that point. It's just, I get to see my daughter, look into her eyes, and at least at that reunion, it's whatever. It's like blocking everything else.
No.
Yeah.
Total dad
Sees her as a
moment.
grown woman, as a grown adult.
Yeah.
And honestly, growing up as an Urso in the Empire is also no small feat. So, like, I'm sure in that moment he's like, I cannot even imagine, right?
Yeah. Are we gonna say Yachty?
No, I was gonna say, why would you lead with "I have so much to tell you" when you know you're about to die?
Yeah. Oh, the music.
We're about to see
I
some
do.
acting right now.
Oh yeah, I love K2 pointing out like Star Wars always points out when someone becomes a rebel, and it's always after like physically changing the world and ruining a stormtrooper's day.
Just sign a paper to join. I don't have to own these death-defying missions.
Yeah. You're not actually one until you at least knock one stormtrooper upside the head. Cheers, like, chill.
Yeah, don't do it.
Chill, but do it. Don't do it, but do it.
Yeah, you can be mad, not that mad.
Me? No.
He said, "Thank God I'm blind. I'm not seeing this."
Mm. You know, my theater, like,
Ended
Yeah,
his
that was-
career. Ended his career, dude.
Yeah,
sick as burn.
yeah, that's the one that did it.
Oh man, cries an immigrant.
It's gonna be so different in a month and a half when we see Andor, man.
It will. I hope that show does the Obi-Wan thing where every time I watched an episode, I wanted to watch New Hope, so I want to watch Rogue One every time I watch an
Mhm.
Andor episode.
Yeah.
Mm.
Base doesn't give. Yeah, I'm just gonna
Show's
Just gonna
over.
take a nap.
yeah, not my problem.
Also,
Oh.
so they mention all the places when you first see him. It has the title card. Mustafar is the only place that does not
Yeah.
get one.
No.
Then it's like, you know what this is.
And
Yeah,
yeah, I'm like, oh, how many? Oh, never mind. I know who else that is.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, never mind.
Also, this is my plug for the Darth Vader comics. Please read how this castle comes to be, because that is its own incredible head
crazy.
trip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you thought you knew the Force. Read that comic
No,
and get back to
No,
us.
man. This
Oh,
you
really?
pay.
Oh, okay. Gotta pick that up.
The only
What's
thing I know
this
about
guy's
Vader's
name?
castle.
Isn't this Yuppie Talpas? The one from
Yeah, he's from the Terrifying Tales.
Rebels.
yeah.
Vinay, that's his name. Vinay.
Yes.
Oh.
He's the only one that Anakin allows to see in his tidy whities. With 2 red troops. When the Emperor learned where he wanted to put his base, he's like, I have to give you some troops. Like, the last time you were there, you lost so many appendages.
When that trailer came out and everyone was, who's that hooded figure? Who's that hooded figure going to the
Is that Palpatine?
Yeah, who's that? That's another
Is that Ray's
apprentice.
mom?
Oh wait.
Oh my god.
Is
Not
that
so
Ray's
cocky
mom?
now.
Yeah, again, middle manager vibes.
It's like
His
the
boss
middle
shows
manager
up.
going against the CFO of the company.
Yeah.
He looks so scared.
My mouth got dry right there.
No guardrails.
My apologies.
It's like,
Amy
how do
agrees with
you dare
Andres.
mention the Emperor?
Anakin's like finally becoming like he's come to terms with being Darth Vader because he's got his like snark back and
Yeah.
Yeah.
read the room, Krennic, read the room.
There are no guardrails. Read the room.
Oh.
The dad joke.
Love it.
This is how you know that he knows he's a dad. He can't quite put his finger on it yet, but like his jokes became a lot cheesier, and he's like,
I
"I'm just
know
gonna
he's-
roll with it."
He's probably thinking, I'm not the one that got my ass kicked by Kenobi twice.
Oh.
I heard you let the path go.
Bail! Radis! That
Oh.
guy.
Yeah.
Space Poppy. I love that they call him out.
Yeah. Who cares? Like, you see,
Here's our Glup Shido.
That's right, King, champion.
There's a king right there. This guy's a hater, dude.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like you try building kyber weapons.
What chance?
Yeah, that shirt.
Let's go.
Mm.
Bail Organa's like, oh man, Kenobi told me this day would come.
Not this again.
It's like she sounds like Leia. Oh god.
What is she proposing?
That guy
back.
is actually my favorite
What?
Glub Shido.
The unsung hero. That's a Glub Shido right there. You gotta find out who that was.
My
What is
headcanon
she
is that he's a general that always shows up late. So like that morning his alarm went off and he like runs in and they're
What
like,
is
oh,
going
we need your
on?
vote.
He literally just can't hear. He's like, what is
What
she?
I have to vote on
Speak up.
behalf of the Glub Shido planet. Like
Shut up. Finish.
yo, the guy who says that the rebellion was finished, he's the guy who's just there for like the Twitter clout. He's like, ooh, we have to do stuff? No. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Just quote tweeting everyone.
Please. I thought we were just gonna get this thing trending. I didn't know I had to like actually kill a stormtrooper.
Like, dude, the hashtag's already going. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
One of my favorite things about this movie is how the war just starts because Radis was rebellious. Because
Mhm.
he's like, oh, you guys don't want to fight? Nah, I don't care. I'm going there anyways.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
brought all my ships. Might as well go.
He heard that they left and he said, oh, word? Pull in the shit. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Already got the whole rebellion there with one alien.
I feel like now it's Star Wars.
Yeah.
K2 and practical effect alien.
And the monkey and the U-wing.
Yeah.
Couple aliens.
I hope we see more of their unit because, it seems like in Andor because it seems like they know him well enough that.
Yeah. Well, Melshi is for sure going to be in it. I think he's going to be a recurring character.
Oh yes.
But I hope we see the other ones too.
Very like Souls of the Damned.
He had time to comb his hair just before the big speech. The whole the rebellion is building in the other room.
I mean, again, reading the tension, I was like, I think he knows this is like probably the most romantic proposal he could do for Jyn Erso.
Yeah, he has to look good.
Yeah. I brought you guns and people ready to blow
He's like,
shit
I need
up.
the Superman, the little hair hanging.
You guys, I gotta head out. I told Alberto I have to leave at 6:30. I got some deadlines next week, so
no worries. Be easy.
All right.
Have fun, guys.
Bye.
See ya
Next week.
Bye.
Next week, yes.
Bye.
And he's out of the closet.
Yeah. Audie recording from his closet. This was Chopper. Is this where we see Chopper? Not yet.
There he is.
Not yet.
You see him when
That's not it?
when he's yelling for Mon Mothma.
Oh, yeah.
Senator! Wah, wah.
I always keep forgetting where he is.
Yes.
I just love this scene because it's just
just
straight
gets
up.
me
It's
so
Grand
hyped.
Theft Auto in front of the Imperial or the Rebel High Command. And this poor air traffic controller is like, wait, you can't. You just.
Yes, of
Oh,
course.
yes,
Yeah.
we can.
It's a lie overthrown.
He said it. He said the name of the movie.
He said that thing.
Blowing away. And yeah, also the antenna guy. I want to know what he's thinking in that moment.
He's just.
Yeah, he's like, what?
He
Oh,
didn't
He's
even.
not even ready. He's like, what?
He's like, whatever.
Who is that?
He's the real hero. He let
What's
them
an
go. He
Imperial
didn't
ship?
track them.
Well, they're off in a hurry.
it's like, that is the last time I take this spice. No more.
This Netflix. The Jedi. Well, actually,
Bail, don't go.
no, where are you going? But also hearing that in the theater for the first time, talking about Obi-Wan, talking about Leia, going back to Alderaan, we're all like, we know what that means.
And the transition line is like Captain Antilles, I have a mission for you. And it's just like, oh my God, it's happening.
Yes.
Not me.
So matter of fact. Oh, no.
He'll be like AP5 just floating with the water.
I would have loved if
Like,
he's like, have you
finally
heard the
found
tragedy of
happiness,
General
85.
Grievous?
Yeah.
Because he survived the space.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch the summer special? The
I
Lego
watched
one?
it this morning. Yeah.
They mentioned I was hoping for some Jyn Cassian Legos, Didn't happen. But
No.
they did mention like when the Emperor took control of the beach, and he was like,
Scarif, yeah.
we'll have a shield gate, and then we'll put the Master Switch way over there. I was like, I'll take that. I'll take that.
Yeah.
I love that about Lego Star Wars. Just so like irreverent
just,
in
like,
the right moments.
Understand Star Wars so well and like pick fun at it, and it's so great.
Oops, they brush shoulders. Something's happening.
Not a lot of room on this ship, you know.
Oh,
Combing the hair
Sorry,
worked.
didn't mean to hold your hand.
yeah. Combing that hair, it did work.
And everything from this point on is just beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't understand how some people say that the second act gets too slow. To me, everything flows. But yeah, once they get to this point, it's forget about it. So
Yeah. I usually actually pause right here because
you can't.
when everything happens,
And they all leave happily ever after.
and they're fine.
Yeah. Obviously, the data files made it because we see it in New Hope. Everyone's fine. We don't need to watch anymore. Just regretting getting on the ship.
Yeah.
It's like, what have I
She's like, oh, I have to speak to them?
done? Again?
Oh. That's right.
For all that the rebellion hated Saw Gerrera, it was his message that allowed all this to go, at least from Jean's point, to relay that message to everyone.
Yeah.
This was actually supposed to be his mission. Like, everything was Saw.
Yeah.
So everyone have a great beard on that team. Everyone has a great full-on beard and the mustaches.
That was the prerequisite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like the only tragedy of Saul is like, you know, really the war does just warp his mentality and how he engages and interacts with people. But like he was right at all points of like how the Empire operates, how you can get through to them. Like,
Yeah.
you know, at the end of the day, every rebellion operation that's successful is them winging it because they're just a fighter with a sharp stick and the Empire has no reason to suspect someone.
I always think about like how different Saw would be if Steela was still alive, because I feel like she grounded him a lot, and like that's just another person that he's lost. That just like he just puts everything into the war.
That's an interesting question because it could be that he grounds him, or it could be that he drifts apart from her because the war is such a consuming thing for him.
Yeah,
and that I don't know if their relationship would be as strong if she did.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, these poor suckers are about to get the world wrong.
Like, yeah, the manifest is downstairs, down there in the.
Wouldn't you know it? It's in this hole.
Yeah, sure, you keep that with you.
Also, like the shuttle went underneath the Star Destroyer, whereas Krennic like goes over the top and it like doesn't have to stop at the shield gate. Just keeps humming through.
It's like everybody move. I'm here.
And the Employee of the Month parking, I love that. Like,
I know, right up front. Didn't even need to take the shuttle. Just right there on base.
Right. I love also the scale. This movie gives you the scale of all the ship, the Death Star, all the close-ups that they do every ship, the scale of the Star Destroyers, even the shield gate, everything. You know how big the Empire is.
God. Oh, she's with the fam. Oh, I mean, bangers for talking
Amazing.
about the prequels.
Love the
So
prequels.
real quick for Observer Dude asking what we think about the prequels. Just real quick, I love the prequels. Took me a little time to really enjoy all of them, but I just love as a whole the whole story. I think is the best. Maybe not in execution, but the whole story of the prequels is the best.
Yeah, I was like a kid when those came out, so I love them. Nostalgia.
Yeah, I got to appreciate them over time.
Mhm. Not now.
He just always has to say something.
Yeah. So what happened with those two Imperials that they just knocked out and took their clothes off? They just killed them and left them in that hole in the cargo bay?
Yeah, souvenirs. They heard the Ewoks on Endor make drum sets out of them.
Yeah.
They just threw them on the beach and hoped that the tides washed them
Yeah.
away.
In about 30 minutes, it won't matter, but
Sure.
Well, in Legend of Zelda, the maps usually are just lying about. Or you can buy it from that little fairy.
if you played any RPG, you know they're around.
There's got to be
You gotta
something
get
look
about
so
for them.
far so it gets bigger.
I love showing how the normally programmed K2SOs walk versus
Yeah.
And he's even looking
Just
at it
kinda
like,
bobbing.
is that how I walk? Is that what I look like?
He's like, that's my cousin. That's Primo right there.
He's like,
K1.
Cassian, thanks for the reprogram. Oh, no swagger.
Yeah. Gotta get some bounce into it.
I love how incompetent all these stormtroopers are in this scenario. Like, not one of them gets a call off.
Boom.
They're just trying to go enjoy the view for 50 minutes.
They told me it was a cruise.
Yeah, Scarif is I guess known for being the retirement planet. So these stormtroopers are just chilling on the beach.
Yeah.
on
A
the
couple more
boat.
years. Yeah. We haven't talked about the cape. That cape game from
Cape.
Krennic.
I love how he looks so freshly looked, freshly combed.
Yeah.
Get started.
Yeah, the confidence to wear white and not have any smudges or dirt.
Yeah. Oh man, that's just
That was
wrong.
probably the same K2SO.
My cousin.
It's like, sorry, Primo.
Also, how badly do you think Cal Kestis from Fallen Order wanted a personal K2 droid to help him out after fighting so many of them?
I haven't
Those things were
played
paid.
Fallen Order, but I feel like we all need a K2 droid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have one back there.
Light it up.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Ugh.
I get so much anxiety from that little moment. Yeah, and even Bodhi Rook. This is his first combat moment.
Krennic just watching everything.
I love this
go to
shot.
hell.
Everyone's like, what the hell? What are we supposed to be doing?
Hello. We have protocols for this, y'all.
It's like you've been through all the training, but until it happens, you don't know how you react. That's there. They've been through the training, but it's actually happening now.
The shore troopers actually have something to do.
Whee. Oh, I feel so bad for these people. They just
James
get out of
does
the
not
elevator.
waste any time.
There we go.
He just starts shooting.
Got him. And then meanwhile, like in another office.
He's like, of course it's there.
Convenient.
2 birds, 1 stone.
I love that the Death Star is hyperspace capable. It's a
Mhm.
moon-sized object, and it can move through the galaxy.
Bonks. Concussion protocol right there.
That would hurt so bad.
It's a week off at least.
That guy's dead, man. That's not a concussion.
That would hurt so bad.
Crush skull.
Now here's our chopper
Okay,
boy.
here comes Chop.
Well, there he is. There's
There he
Chopper.
is.
Oh, we missed it.
Literally 3 seconds. Like,
He didn't wait to know that
I
the rebels
love-
were there. He had gone already.
Yeah, and General Merrick's just like, "Can I go?
can
Please,
we go
Mom."
now? Bye, Juan. My friend's leaving. We gotta go to work.
Juan. Ah,
Scariff.
That music. 3PO.
mm-mm.
I don't care. It doesn't make sense how we got from there to the attentive, but
I know, that's what I was thinking. Didn't they leave with the...
yeah.
Time in Star Wars doesn't make sense.
Oh yeah, and again, the nerdy tacticalness of like
I love this.
spreading their forces thin by just pretending.
But 10, but 10. But 2.
40 rebels. He's like, there's like 100 rebels out here.
Yeah.
Krennic's nightmare. He's like, "Oh my god, I'm not gonna get a merit raise this year."
A lot of files. No, viruses.
It was nice to not see them just on Hoth.
Yes.
Yeah. They get a summer vacation as well.
Arabast. Ah. There we go.
Oh yes. Rebel
It's like he
fleet
knows
pulling
when
in.
to use the themes of Star Wars.
Yes. Thanks for joining us. Juan has to go do some work. Thanks for joining us. Hopefully you can watch the end later. Go later.
The footage from A New Hope. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
I love Blue Squadron. Sorry, most of them got taken out, but
Yeah. I also love the Director Krennic's Captain Kennedy moment. He's like, "I'll lock the base down," and they're like, "Oh, below the shield." He's like, "Just shut up, do it."
should have done this 5 minutes ago. What a shot.
You have to be such a daredevil to do that kind of stuff, like
Yeah.
going directly at.
And like they close that gate, you're stuck.
Mm-hmm. Like that guy.
No.
Rip.
It
Oh.
Oof.
He's like, oh.
made it. Oh, what a shot.
Oh, you know.
Here we go.
I got really teary-eyed on that scene because
Yeah.
we were waiting for that moment for him to get a gun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
the first
good.
time I watched this movie, tears. Whole movie. This is why Merrick won Glove Shido.
Yeah. This moment.
This is why. And he deserved it.
Oof.
Suckers.
Yeah.
And again,
Look at that smile.
just stoked to be here.
Yeah. I just won a poll. Now I'm gonna save the rebellion. We need the biggest backpack there is.
It's probably so heavy.
Yeah. So there like just a jump drive or something. We can just.
Y'all don't have flash drives or Wi-Fi routers.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, I
Robin.
love this camera angle, just droid perspective. But again, I would vomit right here. Like,
Yeah.
ugh.
So do you think as we're gonna get something this epic in the Andor series?
It's just this shot.
Ooh, no.
That camera turn. I don't know
I
how
feel like
much.
we would get maybe something close to like the attack on Edu,
Yeah.
because this is their first major like offensive. So maybe like pot shots after he like gets what he needs or something, and like leaves the base, and then the rebels just destroy that outpost.
Maybe on season 2, if we start seeing some of the other rebel cells,
Yeah.
maybe
that's what I
we
was gonna
get
say.
something like we saw in the Rebel show with the Ghost Crew and some of the others. Maybe we get something like that.
That'd be fun.
Love that he took his hat off to show that he's really serious now. Like a lot of us do, I just say, I can't get it now. Come
There's
on.
one.
Doinks, doinks. Oof, bastard.
That's why he didn't give him a blaster. He's so good. He just turned around and shot the stormtrooper right away.
Ugh.
And now all the TIE fighters. Oh, this was so great.
Yeah, just fleets.
Yeah. Now it's a battle.
Love it. Could you imagine if the Master Switch was in the opposite direction they were running? It's like, ooh, yeah, that's not gonna happen, Chief.
Poor Melshi, everything is under it. Melshi, we need to blow it up. Melshi, we need to find the Master
Yeah.
Switch. Melshi, you gotta hook it up.
He's the right-hand man.
Yeah. Reinforcements, like 3 people jump out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 6, maybe 6.
Maybe 6. Oh, and now the contractually obligated death because of Red 5.
Hmm.
There he goes.
And then Luke is going to show up in a few hours, and they're like, "Oh, we have an opening, actually."
Yeah, and at that point, every Star Wars fan that does trivia started writing down, when did Red 5 become?
So Red 5 sounds like a lucky name. Like a lucky name.
Not yet.
They didn't tell him. So why is Red 5 available? Don't worry about it.
Just promise you'll stick with your squadron.
Yeah. Always cables getting tied up. Happens to everyone. It's extension cables.
It's like an Imperial scientist naming their file Schnookums or something.
I can explain.
He was just trying to pirate HBO.
Free cable. There's too many subscriptions now. Okay, true.
Oh, this was the moment I knew. Like, oh, they're
Yeah.
not
I
going to
said,
make it out, are they?
everyone's gonna die then.
This is a sad movie.
Cool.
Yeah, my theater was quiet when
Mhm.
everything started going down.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh man, how much can he take?
ooh, and then ILM nails the light dim effect.
Yeah.
He's imagining a scenario where Cassian survives.
Yeah.
And it pleases
Come on,
him.
Mo. We don't need this, Mo.
You read the novelization and the movie just becomes tremendously more painful.
I was hoping you say it had a different ending.
I read the book just to see if it ended different.
It leaves you
Oh,
some
they still
blank
die.
pages so you can just write your own ending.
Hmm. Man. And like now the stormtroopers have that pad under control. Like just a matter of time until they realize.
They're like, this ship is running an Ethernet cable from our base.
Yeah, they didn't see that. Merrick!
No.
Oof.
Maybe
Okay.
he ejected.
Yeah.
He had a great stash.
Mm-hmm.
What a mustache.
I love how as they're crashing, they're like, "We'll still take out all these stormtroopers."
We'll clear your path. Don't worry.
Love the transitions in a lot of those crashes. It just goes to the fleets on the base, just keep going. It's like, it doesn't stop to.
Yeah, it does not let go, and it reminds you like all of these pieces are happening.
Run the Death Troopers.
Such good shots.
Yeah, when they have to hit the blind guy, but
I also love the guy who tries to be a hero, and it's like, oh, it's not your movie, dude.
Even when Jin's giving her speech, like he's in the background, he's like, yes, yes. And it's like,
Just the moment.
oh god.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, because he wasn't part of the rebellion yet. He needed that big hero moment to join the rebellion. This is it, boys. She's like, just leave me alone.
Like it was there all along. And none of you
We
said it.
ran past it.
We were right there.
Right. Hey, Jay,
Okay.
thanks for joining us. Went well here at the end. And I thought she dropped it. Like, yeah.
Oh. And then the credits start playing.
That was the only backup.
Man, give it up for Krennic for not staying in the background. He has his own blaster out. He's
trying.
shooting. He's not just staying back.
Yeah. He's
That
seen
is
those
true.
LinkedIn posts about the difference between a leader and a manager. And he's
Yeah.
like, no, I'm gonna go with my team. Oh,
He took out both the Death Troopers.
Yeah.
The music right here is so beautiful.
Look how this phrase has also made it to a lot of things in Star Wars and how important it is for a lot of characters.
also, shout out to the Empire for including Braille controls. Like,
Hey, inclusivity.
very inclusive.
Very accessible.
Ooh, that's it hurt. But I mean, I thought he was dead. First time I thought,
Really?
that's it.
Yeah, I thought he got him. I was like,
Yeah.
for sure, because other characters have been dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Punks. They don't even actually hit Chirrut. They hit something else that blows
Yeah.
up next to Chirrut. Oh man, they killed Hubs. It was like the last words he hears. His friend that used to be the most faithful guardian, finally reciting the vow again.
Mm-hmm.
I love that TIE fighter. He's just having the time of his life. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Oof.
Shout out Gold Squadron.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Swy bombers. Look at that.
He's like,
Yeah.
Bodhi's so offended. He's like,
Fine.
"Ah."
Radus.
I think that was one of the only times you see Bodhi smile in the movie.
Yeah.
Was when he makes contact with the rebels.
And Riz Ahmed plays that line perfectly of like how incredulous it feels to say like we have the plans.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had to compose himself.
Yeah.
There he goes. Yeah, he needs to get out the whole plan like in 2 seconds. So there's no time to waste. We got the plans. We got to do this. We got to do that. And everyone starts dying.
And then he puts his gun in shotgun mode.
In badass mode.
Yeah, there you go.
So before I go out, I got to kill at least 5 fascists.
Yeah.
Nice. And then the last little barrel roll.
That little oops days.
He's got to look to hubby one last time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's Mile. Oh. Oh, wait, you paused that, I think.
No, I think my earbud died.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh.
The auto pause.
Wait, I need to get my.
Oh, we went back. And we are
Probably
solo
was
watch
just
parties.
rethinking.
I love solo. Might have to do one.
The MVPs right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom.
Like dressers.
Yeah.
With power.
Just
How you
See,
do
at
it?
this point in the movie, I'm like feeling like shit because all other characters are dying. But at that moment, I'm like, oh.
We still get a
Like,
chance.
oh.
it's so cool. Like they're under resourced and like outgunned, but like they have other ways to fight.
Yeah.
And it just
That big 8-track that she has. Of course, when you have those rabbit ear antennas and they never work.
yeah. You know, you're trying to send a file out. Your antenna's not. And again, the switches all in different places. Like
I'm facing the other way. Makes no sense, but at least there's guardrails.
that's true. You can tell they value their engineers at least.
Yeah.
I think they had too many accidents in the past. Like, oh, damn it, another one.
Smashing into everyone.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. Oof.
Smashes that in.
There goes the shield gate.
The
Like,
guardrail
not
saved
this
his life.
again. Yeah, it's like, didn't I go through this like 2 hours ago?
The way I would not survive a Star Wars, dude, I would have fell.
Yeah.
Hello. I'm Jean's race mom.
That was the moment.
Yeah. About time.
Mm-hmm. So sure of himself.
Mm-hmm. Oopsie.
Like he probably could have shot her earlier, but he had to say it.
'Cause that's
Yeah. Oh,
it.
you're an Urso? Let me gloat.
Yeah.
Hold on.
There he goes. Shield gate. Then it has to load. Can't just go up. Has to load for 2 minutes.
I wish they played like the dial-up sounds. Admiral, we're getting a DM. Like it was.
I didn't have the notifications turned on. We missed it. At this point, we're like, oh, maybe they'll make it. And then, oh, no. That's the massive object.
Not anymore.
Yeah. He still doesn't want to blow the whole planet. Just, I don't need to show off.
They want to
Of
go
course,
back and restore the beaches. So
Yeah.
just the base.
We still have to retire at some point. And the elevator scene. What happened when it changes?
Again, the tension.
See, they kiss right there. We just
They
didn't
do.
see it.
Right now.
They just don't want to show us.
Oh, man. What went through his head?
Krennic knows.
It's like, oh, shit.
Poetry. It's poetry.
Yeah, there you go.
Bye-bye.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there you go. You don't have to
And,
wait
like,
for the blast.
Vaporizes the dish area, so like gone.
Like he knew. Like Tarkin knew that he was there.
Yeah, like he's aiming for me right now.
They just angle it a little bit to the left.
Yeah, he like reads the report later and he's like, wow, it is accurate.
And then the Star Destroyers.
I love the one ship that almost launches and then just
Dude,
eats
You're
it.
not going.
imagine like surviving almost the entire Battle of Scarif just to die going into hyperspace.
Like,
Yeah.
baby, I'm coming home. Nope.
We did it. We did it. Start hitting up.
Wade knows the feeling. Cute.
This is a beautiful sunset.
Love how scared this officer is.
I think
Oh my god.
he's scared for the other guys because he knows what's coming.
Yeah, so they're fine.
Yeah,
They're fine.
They're right outside of the blast.
yeah, it's just the
just
camera
surfing.
angle.
Mhm.
That was just the Zoom background, actually.
Yeah.
They weren't there.
Yeah.
See, you can do remote work.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I thought this
floppy
was just
disk.
gonna lead into New Hope here. So no idea what was gonna happen. So of course we all lost it at this point.
Yeah, this was a treat in the theaters.
Yeah.
Because you're like,
the
they have the
score is-
plans.
Woo.
Again, just Vader toying with him.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm playing dead and hoping that
Yeah.
Oh,
Whoa.
I feel so bad for that guy. He was choking on a
Mhm.
ceiling and
He
then
was dead already.
just gets cut in half.
Take it.
Man, I give credit to the guy that's still trying to open the door and witnessing all that.
Yeah, right. Really wrong and sorry. That's good luck.
there's Gareth Edwards,
There you
the
go.
director, launching 10 to be.
My boss is gonna be so mad.
Still one more.
Foreshadowing.
I didn't think they were gonna show her.
Yeah, total surprise.
And the music.
Oh man, and Carrie Fisher had died shortly after
Yeah,
this
it was
released,
like a
right?
few days. Or no,
Oh.
it was like a few weeks. But I had
Savage.
watched this
There we go.
a few days before.
All right. So that's it. Rogue One.
No post-credit scenes.
No post-credit scene. We all stay because we thought we were gonna get something. So yeah, final thoughts on the movie. I remember after the movie ended, just driving home thinking I was in the Battle of Scarif, just driving through traffic, thinking I was an X-Wing. Oh, just loving every second of it. So
That's
extremely
pretty cool.
surprised.
Yeah, when I had seen it in theaters, there was actually a snowstorm in Denver that night. So like when I went in, you could see the road and everything. And then when I came out, there was like snow over all the cars and like you could only see
wow.
so many feet ahead of you. So like driving home, it took longer, but I had saved up a Full of Sith podcast episode because they did a review. And I like remember I listened to the whole thing just driving back because it took that long, but banger.
Yeah.
Movie.
Roberto, do you remember your feelings after first watch coming out?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was so hyped after that. It's like, how can you not? What that was one of the best endings in a movie theater that I experienced, other than Lord of the Rings, that type of thing. And after that movie, I had a hunger for Star Wars. It wasn't like hunger like after the way I experienced after The Last Jedi, but this hunger was like, okay, I want to get to know more of the universe, you know. So it left me really excited to dive into to Star Wars more.
Yeah. How about for you, Mo?
It left me so inspired. It gave me that hope that I got after watching Star Wars for the first time. And I'm pretty sure I went home and watched A New Hope, like directly after. And I do that, like most times when I watch Rogue One, I try to plan it to where I can at least get a little bit of A New Hope in after, because it's just so beautiful. It's almost like Force Awakens and Last Jedi. Like when you watch those together, such a great feeling.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest and say that I've never done that. I know a lot of people have done it after Rogue One goes straight to A New Hope. I've always waited at least a couple of days.
Even the crawl, it's like rebel spies have stolen these plans, and it's like, oh my god, we just got that story.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great movie, great story. We've gushed for over 2 hours talking about it. Can't wait now for Andor, how it's gonna tie into everything, and then hopefully season 2 even more, knowing that it's gonna end up right there as Rogue One is starting. So extremely excited. I can't wait till September 31st. There's a lot of other stuff coming out. So, but yeah, Andor's gonna be great. Everyone that's on here today is gonna be here at some point to talk about Andor. Also, I have a bunch of other great guests. So yeah, it's gonna be fun times come September and October, and to November, 12 episodes. And the first 3, I think Diego Luna said, is gonna be about 2 hours. So
combined.
Yeah, so all the first 3 episodes is about 2 hours long.
I was about to be like 6 hours. Like, I can't.
They're gonna release the first 3, right? And Yeah, so yeah, very excited. A lot to talk about. Shoot.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
I'm grateful that they're taking their time to release it and not like rushing the team if that's what's happening behind the scenes.
Mhm.
But part of me is like, if they delay it like 2 more weeks, it's just going to be like, just give it to us as a movie. Just do a sequel. Like, I'm not going to
Yeah.
hit next episode 6 times.
Let me
like,
just binge it. Come on.
yeah, just
Yeah.
hand it over.
Yes, I mean it's gonna be something. Yeah, I'm hoping that it was. Again, we have no idea why they decided to wait a whole month. Um, to me, there were two shots in that trailer that look kind of unfinished, kind of painted. Look great, but didn't look like they were ready. So with all the backlash that has been going on recently for VFX artists out there, if that was a reason, you say, hey, let's just wait another month and give them enough time to finish. Hopefully, that's the reason why. So we'll see.
Yeah, hopefully we don't hear any reports of Lucasfilm treating their VFX artists like Marvel has.
Yeah.
Even though it's the Disney umbrella, it's kind of like I hope they're putting attention and care into these people's well-being.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, that's another, because when you watch the movies, like half of the credits are just VFX people, all the different houses that they have, not just ILM doing it. There are like 20 or 30 different VFX houses doing this. And then it's Marvel or whoever the director or producer is going to the head of those houses and then going to their employees and pushing them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And like, if for folks who have done any kind of artwork, I know I say that with Roberto on stream, but like to get that level of detail in any type of thing, let alone VFX, where it also has to look believable, like you have that extra layer of, you can't just be like, oh, artistic freedom, that's my style. Like it has to look like a laser bolt in the real world, and like to get that shading and the lighting and like it's just a whole litany of issues. And like, yeah, I wish, it's a shame that Marvel and like everything else coming out is just like, but yeah, they're just working these bonkers hours, because it's like, it's hard. Like I do occasional graphics for 50 minutes and stuff, and it's like that takes me like an hour or 2 hours, and it's not at all trying to look like a real world poster, let alone a 2-second shot in a 2-hour movie. Like no way.
Yeah, I think for Andor, hopefully, because it feels like they had a vision from the start what this would be. So maybe I'm hoping that they cut out the fat and of exploration, which sometimes takes up a lot of time for VFX artists, and just we know what we want, you work on it, and hopefully they give them the time to do it.
Yeah. All right, but we're all very excited for it. So, Andres, any last? I know you put for the 4 pins. Do we have anything else for the?
No, we'll reach out to the folks who won via DMs, because now we have a DM together. So then we'll let you know, and then just send it out through some mail service. We'll figure that out off air. But appreciate all the folks who donated, and yeah, it's money going towards a good cause. So
yeah. So thank you, Andres. Thank you for everyone at 60 Minutes for putting that up. You reach out, hey, let's go ahead and do this for a great cause. Let's go ahead. So thanks to everyone that donated. And if you're watching this on the replay, and even if you didn't win them, thank you, and keep donating, because it's for a great cause. There's a bunch of great causes out there, which is great. But at the same time, it's because there's a lot of bad things going on right now in the government for a lot of marginalized people out there. So we can help however we want. So, all right, Roberto, Mo, Andres, and for Otto that was here, thank you a lot. Always great fun having you guys. We'll go around. Roberto, where can people find you? Anything you're working on right now?
Yeah, so you can find me at Roberto_draws on Twitter. I think it's 1 underscore. I forget, but or 2. But yeah, I do art. Yeah, sorry, I take my time, but I do. So yeah, follow me, and hopefully you enjoy what I post.
Mo?
Yeah, you can find me right below Jin My Stardust on Twitter, Rogue One tweets when Andor comes out. I will not apologize for who I will become. You already know what it is. You can find our shop Sunshine Cheekers, Stardust t-shirt, other Star Wars Marvel shirts. Yeah.
And
All
then
right.
folks can find our pod through @60minutes. No underscores or anything, just all one word. And then my personal ranting and ravings, which is a mix of Star Wars, F1, and photography, at AAA_photog. So.
All right, and all that is in the description of the video. Also, where you can find Oti. He does his own Star Wars podcast, bilingual, sometimes Spanish, sometimes in English. You can find that. And for myself, as always, if you're watching this, I'm pretty sure you know where to find us. But at Radio Rebel Pod on Twitter and Instagram. New episodes right here on YouTube every Saturday, and then as an audio podcast on Monday. We'll figure out what we'll talk about next week. But we're all just looking at Andor. So once Andor gets here, that's all we'll be talking about. Thanks to everyone that joined us on the chat. Thanks for everyone that's going to be watching this later. Thanks for everyone to donate it. As always, stay safe, be safe, and may the force be with you. We'll see you next week.